So this message today is for real estate agents who want to grow their real estate business and use marketing as your lever to increase your brand awareness so that more consumers can find you. Today, I'm going to give you the five marketing channels that you're going to need to be active on so that you can maximize your exposure, you can maximize your reach, and people can find you. See, here's what happens. If you're out in the world as a real estate agent and you meet someone, right? You give them your card or a digital card and they say, oh, cool, you're cool. I like you. I think maybe I'm not really sure yet. What does everybody go do? Right? They go check you out. They go online. They want to find you. And if they don't find you or you don't like what they might find, you might as well have not even met them in the first place. Okay. So I'm going to give you today the 5 marketing channels. See there, I got my hand right. The 5 marketing channels that every real estate professional needs to be active on so that you can maximize inbound lead generation and increase lead conversion when people go out to the world to find you. Okay. First one is email. So email is an incredibly powerful marketing tool because maybe you're like me, I have had the same personal email address for decades, right? And if you somehow got my email address because I signed up for some opt-in page or I was interested in whatever your offer was out online, now you got my email. And unless you were overly spammy or I didn't like your subject lines, I might have just ignored you. Believe me, right now in my email box, I am a information gatherer. I love to learn. And so I've got people who've been email marketing to me for many years. And, maybe I wasn't ready for their offer at that time, but at some point they might send me a subject line that really hits home, really piques my interest. And because they've done a good job with labeling and branding themselves, I click on it. Now, what was the cost to that marketer for them to be in my email box? Very little. You can use a Constant Contact or a Klaviyo or one of these email service providers that is going to continuously send your message into that person's email box so that when the time is right for them, there you are. Okay. So email is a very important marketing platform. For real estate agents, you're likely using some kind of a CRM. Let me back that up. I hope you're using some kind of a CRM. And then inside of that CRM, you have built out contact records, right? Name, phone number, email address, mailing address, birthdays, whatever, right? And now you have built some automated email marketing that is happening ideally behind the scenes on a campaign basis. So you're staying top of mind aware. That's ideally what you're doing so that the consumers, the people you've met, the sphere of influence, the contacts that you've generated over the course of your lifetime have now been put into that CRM. You're sending them meaningful email so that when the time is right for them, they click on it. Who is this person? They've been in my email, or I know this person, and thank you for your valuable information. I just shot, for example, a market update that's going to go out to our YouTube channel, but we're also going to embed that YouTube video into an email campaign out to our database, right? So simple, tactical execution. You got to use email. All right, number 2. Now, by the way, I might not tell you anything you don't already know in this video. Oftentimes, I'll go online. I love to consume YouTube content because I'm a learner, right? In order for me to be a great teacher, I have to first be a great learner. And so I love to learn. And while I've heard new things, of course, and I've gathered information I didn't previously have, sometimes I'll just go and I'll watch stuff only to reinforce what I already know. So what I'm doing is not necessarily giving you new information, but I am organizing that information into a meaningful framework so that you can remember what to do. Because that's the bottom line. You got to know what to do. And sometimes we need to hear it a few times. All right, again, email. Number 2, social media, okay? Every single real estate professional on the planet must have a social media presence. If you're in business, you have to have a social media presence. Now, you might say, Adam, I don't like my face. Okay, whatever. I don't like my voice. I don't like my nose. It doesn't matter unless you're going to go get, a complete cosmetic face job. That's the face you got, all right? And if you could talk to another human being face to face, you can put your face out there in social media. And, let's get to video in a minute because that's the third thing. But using social media is probably the greatest tool for marketing and building brand awareness that has ever been created in the history of marketing tools. Okay, it's like a network. You have your own network. Previous to social media, if you wanted to get out to the world, you got to pay for a TV commercial, which is expensive. And you got to have, cameras and lights and producers and all that kind of stuff. Now you're your own producer. And, this thing right here, right, is probably a better camera than most professional cameras you can have from a professional videographer or photographer, or at least it's good enough. And so using social channels is going to be an absolute required lever. And you know this. It's not like you don't know this. The question is, are you doing it? Right? Are you actually doing it? Are you showing up on a regular basis and sharing yourself, sharing your value, letting people get to know you so that they can then get to like you and then possibly trust you, because then they will choose you. Okay? And you got to pick your channels, or excuse me, your specific social media platform. Facebook has a different audience than Instagram. Instagram is different than LinkedIn. LinkedIn is different than, TikTok. I also think it's really important to understand that there's native content for each platform. Instagram, of course, is going to be short form video and photos. Okay. And some GIFs, and, people have obviously created photos out of text copy to kind of work within the Instagram platform. Facebook, you could do just about anything on. LinkedIn is going to be for business people, and a lot of people go to LinkedIn to learn, right? TikTok is going to be videos, some educational, some entertaining. It's also important to know, where is your target audience receiving its content? You might be interested to know that today's market, I'm shooting this video as of April 2025, the majority of human beings that are buying and selling real estate in the marketplace today, are we in May? No, we're in May of 2025, are baby boomers and Gen Xers. Well, baby boomers and Gen Xers in general are not on TikTok, right? In general, they're on Facebook and LinkedIn, maybe some into Instagram. And so, again, I'm not here with all of the statistics on what everybody is doing on every social channel. I am here to raise your awareness to understand, number one, why social media is so important, and number two, where your target audience lives and the type of content you should be sharing and creating on those platforms that are native to the platform. Think about having free marketing that you can do as much as you want. That's social media. Okay, so we talked email, we talked social media. Third is video. Okay, now right now I'm shooting this content because I want to educate, I want to engage. I also want to build my brand. I want you to get to know me. Maybe you like me, maybe you don't. If you don't like me, you probably turned me off already, and that's cool with me. But if you do like what I'm sharing, I'm going to keep sharing valuable content because I want to connect with you, my audience, and I'm also building my brand. I'm building recognition. I am a business person. We're growing our real estate sales organization, attracting agents to join us. I have been coaching real estate professionals, broker owners, aspiring leaders for years, and using powerful content via video, whether it's on YouTube and long form, shorts, Instagram Reels, whatever it is that our team is going to use this content for, and then, share it out to the world. My opportunity is to connect with you authentically. Yep, this is my face. This is my voice. You get my mind. Hopefully you feel my heart as I'm sharing this content with you, and it resonates with you. And, as the saying goes, your vibe will attract your tribe. There's no better way to do it than video. And I've been shooting video content for a very long time, and we're just ramping it up even more now because we have so much value to share, and our audience loves it, and it works. So I want to encourage you to do the same exact thing. You have a valuable message to share. Your face, your voice, your heart, and your mind are what people are interested in, and I want to encourage you to use it and put yourself out there. Okay, 4, of course, is digital. And specifically for a real estate agent, the digital marketing presence is going to be really just 2 places. You've got to have a website. People need to come and find you. Okay. I personally think your website is a cornerstone of your business because that's where you can own your slice of internet real estate. Okay. It's your URL, and you could put yourself there. As a real estate agent, you're going to put valuable information about your services, valuable information about the marketplace. and using that platform for blogging purposes, whether they're vlogs, video type blogs, or your copyright, you've written out valuable information in the forms of articles and informational pieces where people can find you that are properly indexed with the right keywords, etc. There's a whole lot you can learn about that if you don't already understand that. Go to your ChatGPT bot or any AI bot and figure out how to be a good blog writer. But having a strong website presence is going to be critical, okay? Again, you just met some stranger out. They liked you. They're not sure about you. They Google your name. What comes up? Ideally, a strong website presence, and you own your own piece of internet real estate. The second is a Google My Business listing. You are a local business. I think all too often real estate agents don't recognize or understand or aren't trained or coached properly to understand that real estate is a local search-based business. You are a local searchable business, and you've got to have a great Google My Business listing. Google is number one search engine on the planet. Now, of course, some of the AI search vehicles are starting to take some of that search share, but Google is still the most powerful search engine on the planet. And so making sure you have a great Google My Business listing where you're putting, there's a lot you can do there. Our team is constantly feeding our Google My Business listing, and you're going to have a place, most importantly, where people can leave you reviews. And reviews and testimonials are the most powerful form of marketing. Beyond your own authentic presence is the ability to share what other people think about you in an organized way. I don't know about you. Anytime I go to a new restaurant, a new hotel, I travel to a new city, I look at all of the Google reviews before I go anywhere, before I do anything. Same with Amazon. You look at all of the reviews. Well, you're not a product on Amazon. You are a local searchable business, and your Google My Business listing is the place where people are going to find you and the place where where they're going to read your reviews to see if you're someone that they should work with. Having other people's opinion in a testimonial is very powerful form of marketing. Okay, number 5 is print. Now, print in and of itself is probably my least favorite, okay? And there's a few reasons why. Number 1, it's the most expensive by far. Number 2 is it's very hard to know your return on investment, right? Because for a real estate agent, for example, you're geographic farming into a neighborhood, which, by the way, is still a very effective thing to do. And I'm speaking not just anecdotally, I'm speaking empirically. We have evidence here. We run a brokerage that we've run now for the last 15 years, and we know what works because people are doing it. Okay, and these aren't the only things that work, but these are the 5 key areas that I believe are important and required. And so print in the form of, yes, geographic farm marketing is an effective way to build market presence. Not my favorite, hard to track ROI, but it does work as long as you stay with it long enough. And then there's other forms of print marketing, such as magazines, or I see sometimes people put an advertisement in their community's newsletter, hard copy newsletter. That kind of stuff does work. It's more brand building than direct response. Most of what I shared is brand building. So let's talk about the distinction between brand building marketing and direct response marketing. So brand building is people getting to know you. And what do people think of when they think of you? Okay, that is your brand. What do people think of when they think of you? And so the more you can build that brand with a consistent and cohesive message, the more people are going to start to resonate with you. They're going to get to know you. They're going to get to like you. And as a result, they might choose you. And that's the objective. Direct response advertising is call to action, right? Click here, call now, discount here for your free home buying guide, for your free list of available properties in this price point with a pool in this neighborhood. Click here, fill out this form. That's direct response advertising, lead generating, right? So those are the distinctions. I don't love print mail as much because it's very hard to direct response advertise unless you do maybe a QR code, something like that. And those do work. And so I'm not here to say that any one of these is better than the other. There's certainly pros and cons to each. My personal belief is that as a business person, as a business owner, real estate agents, you have an opportunity and an obligation to increase your brand exposure on all platforms available to you. And hopefully in this video, I have shared with you what I believe are the 5 most important marketing platforms. Again, email, social, video, digital, and print. If you are unclear about how to execute on a marketing strategy, feel free to leave some question in the comments or reach out to me directly. You can find me pretty much everywhere on all of the channels I just said, because I'm marketing myself very actively on all of those channels. Adam Stein, Century 21 Stein Post in Boca Raton, Florida. Okay, thanks for watching. Hope you found this valuable.